It was only for these troubled Fuyao labor troops. Unlimited Pinho fan takeout sets are available every day, and they are forcibly required to work 8 hours a day. And there are mandatory 2 days off per week. Until that day, I was surrounded by 100,000 rebel soldiers. I endure the pressure of 100,000 broadswords. Trembling, he brought out a pot of braised chicken, rice piled high, with divine coupons. But in the end, they were completely wiped out. They were actually worried I would wear too little, contracting an illness. No matter what, she had to drape this yellow robe over me. Wait a minute. The yellow robe was added. You're going to rebel, right? A noble duke's son. You're awake. Where's this? Young master, you're finally awake. We're on our way to Fuyao Station. You take these more than 50 brothers to repair the tombs above. But you suddenly fainted halfway. She's been lying there for a whole day and night. Corvée labor, pavilion chiefs, tomb repairs, all have ceased. Wake up straight to a hell-level transmigration dungeon. The strongest buffet system. Pinhaefan exclusive edition. Unlimited A-set meal. 2 small meat dishes and 2 vegetable dishes. Set C. 1 small meat dish and 3 vegetables. Comes with a 330 milliliters bottle of Little AB. Young master, are you hallucinating from hunger? Wait for me to bring you something to eat. What is this thing? Grain pancakes, young master. He walked for more than 10 days. The grain distributed by the county had long been used up. I secretly saved these too. You pad first. By tomorrow, when we reach the edge of the field, we'll be able to collect the millet. Ugly is a little ugly. After all, it was an ancient, pure, natural, and pollution-free food. Fanzi, why aren't you eating? Young master, please eat. I'm not hungry. Fart. You haven't eaten for days. It's okay. If you don't eat for a day or 2, you won't starve. I resisted the construction. Sigh, what a coincidence. Bro, you're not good at anything else right now. There was more than enough to manage the meal. System, give me a set of A. Set B. Then I ordered a single bottle of the C set of Labi. Yes. Let's eat this. Duke's son. This is so Snow White. Is it rice eaten by immortals? And this meat? My God, why ask so much? Hurry up and eat. After eating, I have more questions to ask you. Young master, you have truly shown me a great kindness. In my next life, I'll be a beast of burden. Shut up. Enough nonsense. Young master, you eat this meat. Take it, take it. I find it too greasy. Good. Well, is it delicious? It's delicious. It's so delicious. Young master, I've lived almost 40 years. For the first time in my life, I realized that grain can be eaten this way. In this era where life is as worthless as grass, maybe my Pinhaefan system really is useful. Pavilion chief. The 7th boss wants to run away. He was caught and brought back by his brothers. I don't mean to run. He was really too hungry to bear. I just wanted to see if there were any living creatures nearby to fill my stomach. Fart. You just want to escape. If you really get away, according to the laws of the Great Qin, all of us number 50 will lose their heads. How could this be a living person? They're like a bunch of starving ghosts who had just crawled out of hell. You plan to go to Fuyao in this state. The station is unstable. The wind blew and it collapsed to the edge of the field. How do you carry stones to build tomb? Pavilion chief, don't be fooled by my thinness. I have muscles in my bones. Can work. Take me out to see the others. Chi, don't you hurry up and get up to lead the young master? Did you guys eat today? Young master, we're in a hurry. The food supplies had long run out. Everyone hadn't seen anything with conscience for 2 or 3 days. Then what will you rely on to survive these days? Chewing on grass and gnawing on tree bark. If you're lucky, you can deduct some guanine soil. Everyone listened. I won't mention anything else. Eat first. Let's talk about it when we are full. The commander treats us like people and even gives us food. It is a different kind of meal cut to death. Or maybe some deadly job. System, give me 100 sets of package. Random blind boxes for meat and vegetables. Immediately. Brothers. Today, each person only has these 2 boxes. Not enough to eat, not much. I've hungry you for too long. Afraid of bursting her stomach. Once everyone recovers, I'll make sure everyone is full. Director, please give me a clear answer. Are you trying to lead us in rebellion or not? When you eat something, go break branches for me to use as chopsticks. Hurry up and eat. Oh heavens, the roasted pork is white and glistening with rice. It's the first time in my life I've eaten fine grains. Oh my God, you cannot bear to see your son eat meat in heaven. Watching them wolf down their food live streams. I'm really hungry to watch. This thing is really tough. Sir, you're truly noble. You sickly bunch of people. All of you, go to Beicheng to dig up water snipers. Don't be an eyesore here. Beicheng is a dead end. This was exactly what I wanted. The heavens are high and the emperor is far away. Marginalized areas. If not now, then when? Young master, the grain has been brought back. Those bastards are too ruthless. They withheld a full 2/3 of the millet that should be given per head. Haha, if it's deducted, then fine. What the hell is this? Use this to dig a water channel. Are they out of their minds? This will take forever to dig for ages. Come here, I'll give you a job. 8 boxes of a set meal. Bring a brother. Before dark, make sure to find me a cave that shelters me from wind and rain. Young master, you found it. It is a place where immortals dwell. Damn it. Temple, oh temple. This place is simply wonderful. Well done. Go and call all the brothers over. From today, we'll stay here. Yeah, guys. Tomorrow, the official start of construction is coming. Let's set some rules first. This time, we're here to take on the Fuyao role. But I was prepared to implement an 8-hour workweek. But considering that everyone's physical condition was too weak, the workweek has been temporarily downgraded to a 6-hour workday. It means the sun has risen. Let's get back to work. If it gets too hot at noon, I'll go back to the cave to sleep. Go out to work when it cools down in the afternoon. Additionally, if you work 5 days, you must take 2 days off. No work allowed in windy or rainy weather. If you're feeling unwell, you can take leave and get paid directly. No meals to rest. Young master, I have lived for 60 years. This Fuyao guard also provides rest. Oh right. From today, every day, they get enough food, 3 blind box fast food per person. Young master, what you said about filling up is true. Returning the meat is definitely true. The only thing is that the food isn't very good. 1 meat dish, 3 vegetables. Actually, I have other set meals. I don't know if you like it or not. No need to exchange 1 meat or 3 vegetables. This lifetime is about to die on a grand wedding. The last one, you have to give me a bath every 7 days. Maintain personal hygiene. Do you understand? Yes. Bring 2 sets of set A to that kid. This is from our pavilion chief for you. There's no need to see your presiding judge on my behalf. Why is the food not appetizing? May I ask if you are raising death warriors in this desolate mountain wilderness? What exactly is the goal? What kind of thing? Raising a death warrior isn't very smart, is he? Bro, you're overthinking it. I don't keep any death warriors. She also has no habit of controlling others' lives. Then what is the purpose of giving me such rare and delicious food? Such a desperate meal. Qin Shan didn't dare to take on any messy things. I see you starving. I'll just share a bite with you. I have more than 50 men under my command. But he never forced them to do anything. Yeah, our young master is merciful. They implemented that so-called 6-hour workweek. 5 days on, 2 days off. 3 big meat meals a day to fill you up. Love to eat or not? Come on. If you don't want to eat, give me back. I just wasn't full. Eat me. From now on, my life is as long as Lu Qingshan. I wish to be the young lord's horse and look up to him. Alas. All right, hurry up and eat your fill. Remember, your health is your true asset. Xiao Lu, you've worked here for 3 years. Is the clerk familiar with the terrain around here? Young Master Hui was very familiar with it. Is there bamboo nearby? There is a back mountain, and the hills are covered with mature bamboo. Is there a lake there? 2 li to the south lies a large lake with fresh water. Several clear streams also branch out around the lake. Wow, it really was effortless. The young master is not good. Tonight, more than half of the people receiving their meals were gone. What's going on? Sick, everyone collapsed. Hee. Severe cold and fever. If this were modern times, taking 2 pills and sleeping would be a matter of it. But here it's simply deadly. Young master, you understand the art of Qi. I can't treat anything else. I know a bit about this. Brother Xiao Lu, do you know where wild ginger grows on this mountain? Wild ginger is found in Polygonatum, but I must go deep into the mountains to seek them. The rain stopped, and you and Fanzi immediately started searching nearby. Don't go too far. The medicine has a pot. 公子若是在寻顶卧青山道，知晓一物. Previously, this place was the barracks of the previous dynasty. There is a huge feeding trough on the back mountain, which leads the way as you walk. The system withdrew 150C packages for me, all for lay-by. Oh my god, you must make sure this remedy works. Drinking this stuff can ward off cold and prevent illness. Such a strong sweetness, and that steam circulating throughout his body. Young master, is this the fresh soup for immortals to drink? Getting used to living every day with these ancient people. In the startled world of Dihua, I have become calm in the face of change. Sigh, don't waste the rest either. He poured it all into this trough and added mountain spring water. Cook me a pot of mixed stew and hot porridge. This old rascal has such small eyes. Should I keep it open or closed? Uncle, look at how travel-worn you've been all this way. You probably didn't even have time to eat. Everyone here is a guest. Why not start with a quick meal? It turned out the rumors were actually true. What the heck? It's only been a few days. There's already a legend about me in the martial world. May I ask the young master's name? Rob, Waterlord. Luo Bu was originally a compound surname Watermaster. His single name was Rob. Great surname. Good luck. All right, Uncle Xing. You should eat first. In the time it took to say those 3 sentences just now, your stomach has already gone 6 times. Then the old man is better to obey than to be respectful. They had been running all the way here. Indeed, the stomach felt empty. Uncle, are you full now? Now I can talk about it. What exactly are you looking for me for? My name is Lu Ko. He is Lu Qingshan's father. Heard that my son sent word that an immortal had trouble here. He came especially to see the immortal. This was definitely caused by that night's use of lay-by to make ginger soup. Uncle, you and your father really are a misunderstanding cast from the same old. This stuff is just an ordinary drink from my hometown. Ordinary drinks can also cure this cold. Alas, no further explanation. Explaining carbonated drinks to the ancients is like playing music to a cow. You will know if you don't taste it. A one bite, and was able to harmonize the chi of the 5 viscera, and perform the rites of ruler and subject. This really is no ordinary item. Get. Now, it was completely impossible to explain. Young master, this old man has come today. In fact, there's one thing I want to seek. It's a big deal. You can just take the lightning strike directly. 公子老生临别前有一句大逆不道之言宣告. This world was about to become unsettled. If one day the young master were to wear the yellow robe, don't forget that your original intention now is to treat the people better. The old man seemed powerless. I didn't expect him to be a ruthless man who could see the future of the world. After the bandits had fled, life in the mountains returned to a routine rhythm. But this has led to an extremely fatal problem. It stinks. If you don't get some daily necessities soon, I really can't live this day. If you're not sleeping, what are you wondering about? Reporting to young master, everyone is too full. I can't sleep. Just a casual walk. The young lord's sky has fallen. My father was executed by the emperor to death. My mother heard the tragic news. The breath attacked the heart. That very night, he passed away. My only younger sister was also lost while fleeing. Life and death are uncertain. How could this be? What did your father do to you? My father advised the emperor not to undertake major repairs to the tomb. 言语过激. The emperor, in a fit of rage, 当朝便下令增加赋封建帝制. It's disgusting. The one who sat face to face with me half a month ago, drinking iced rebbe. Just because they argued a couple of times in court, it was all over. Life is like grass. Less than an ant. And not only that. This year there was a severe drought, and disasters arose everywhere. The day before yesterday, several civilian disturbances occurred at the General Engineering Office. Young master, the world is in chaos. You need to prepare early. Riot. Peasant uprisings in history books. My father explained in his final letter. He commanded me to entrust this item to you at all costs. She said you would definitely need it. What the hell? You picked up a little kitten. This is a tiger talisman. My father secretly helped a great figure before he passed away. He commanded an elite cavalry force of 300 men. Sir bow as if seeing someone 300 cavalry carry this tiger tally. Wouldn't I be able to walk sideways? Chi Laoda was picking the fastest brother on his feet. Bring the Liuha a package. He immediately rushed to the chief engineering office to gather information. Remember safety first. Noticed something was wrong. He immediately ran back. Dead people are just dead people. Blood flowing on the ground. Half the mountain's turf was turned black. No one knows who fought whom. They're all dead. There was no movement at all. The quiet is chilling. Horses grow fat without nighttime grass. People are not tyrannical, and wealth is not rich. Wealth and danger are sought. Fanzi and Xiao Lu have 10 of the strongest brothers come with me. General Engineering Department. Thanks to the crazy Naibe who worked hard for a month, we arrived at our destination in just one day. The peaks gather like a crowd. The waves rage like fury. Between mountains and rivers, the road to Tongguan lies between them. Wow, cough, cough. Heading west, one hammer removes sorrow. A place where 10,000 places have been traveled. The heart is turned away, and the common people suffer in ruin. And the common people suffer from uprising. The common people suffered greatly. The common people suffered. The young lord pities heaven and compassions for the people. Keep the world in mind. You really are not someone to be trifled with. He ran off to the armory. Son, these people are dead. The clothes are also top-notch. Should we take off the hemp cloth to keep us warm? The death toll is the largest. Watch your hands for me. Give them a shred of dignity. Don't just stand by and watch until you dig 3 feet deep. You also need to find something with iron for me. Young master, you found it. Just as I was about to head home, in that remote stable, there were actually 4 starving warhorses. 4 perfectly intact carriages were parked in the open space next door. It's just heaven helping me. Ha ha ha. With these 4 carriages and 4 horses, transporting supplies was like adding wings to a tiger. Pavilion chief, there's still someone here. What is your name? What about your lord? Alas. Forget it, probably scared stiff. Take it back first, once his mind returned to normal, and help her find her family. There's also a saw behind the door crack. Well, yes, the sharp-eyed system starts eating. Why aren't you hungry? Eat, eat, eat. Look, we're all eating this. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Why did you suddenly cry? If my parents and dad could get a bite of this, then you won't starve to death. Then you should eat well and eat more, including your parents' share. Let's live well together. The people suffer when they rise, but the people suffer when they fall. This damn world. You can eat this. Benefactor, you eat it yourself. The one next to her is called Libii. Just twist open the cap and drink. Sweet ones are probably all for girls. Girl, you eat by yourself. My young master isn't interested in this meat immortal. She usually liked to gnaw on Nagaya's multi-grain pancakes. Paired with this Libii. I can't just explain things to her. I came from time travel. I've long since thrown up chicken, duck, fish, and meat. Nowadays, eating whole grains is popular for health benefits. Brothers, outside, chaos had already fallen. You have seen it. I plan to bring everyone's family to this deep mountain. Build our own paradise. He took his family back to Junyang County. The round trip takes 2 months. The system's box meals were still filling. But after a few days at room temperature, it spoils. Running dry food on the road is a major challenge. To get rich, attack the path first. Fewer children, more trees. First, let's stop construction on this damn water channel for now. Starting tomorrow, all staff will shift to production and construction. Second, make full use of existing materials to make dry food. The provisions were already prepared. He immediately sent someone back to Junyang to meet his relatives. Alas, okay. Everyone is tired today. Go rest on your own. How do you make compressed biscuits from flour? Oh my god, where's Fanzi? She just saw me follow you inside. He smiled and walked to the cave entrance to stand guard. Ah, young master, your great kindness and virtue. I have no way to repay you. If you don't mind that I am clumsy and clumsy, I am willing to be your bed-warming maid. Warm the bed, girl. Damn, what on earth is this? Stop, 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 girl. Look at my face. Does it have the words old pervert written on it? Sai, how old are you this year? What's the name of the 15th or 10th? Chun and I, listen carefully. Chun and I was 15 at the age of growing health. Your task now is to eat well, exercise more, and live happily every day. As for things like bed-warming girl and that, no more mention allowed in this camp from now on. Let's do it. From now on, you and I will live in the tent with Fanzi. Your job is to help me clean and organize my quarters. Consider it my hiring of you. Eat and stay. Hey. I used to think that immortals were untouched by worldly affairs. It seems immortals are also attracted to women. Nonsense. Isn't that a great thing? At least it shows that immortals are men just like us. The immortals are about to take root here. Hey, I have a distant cousin back home. He's 19 years old. When I get back, I'll bring my cousin along to give them to the immortals. Can you have some shame? 19 years old. That was an old lady. I have a younger cousin. That day, just as the foot of the mountain was filled, he looked like a toad. What sweet and lovely cousin could your genes possibly have? And not far away, deep in the mountains, a fencing blueprint unique to us is slowly unfolding. Thanks to the gift from the engineering headquarters. With those supplies, our quality of life has suddenly improved. The days that followed, the entire camp transformed into a construction fanatic, with plenty of carbs, along with newly captured ironware. Everyone was brimming with boundless energy. The road has been carved out, but if some riders sneak in, wouldn't we just be fish in a jar? The noble lord is not secluded. I dug 3 forks at this mountain entrance. The 2 fakes and the real ones lead people into a dead end. Really, this subordinate set a chain of traps and roadblocks. You're really sneaky. But I like it. I really didn't expect Boss Chi to be such a ruthless man. He used to be a top-tier carpenter. Each bamboo stick in his hand was practically a flower in his hands. Everyone works together. It was practically stepping straight into a moderately prosperous life. In his moments of exploitation, I even forced him to make me an oversized fishing basket, the ultimate goal of my buddies. But that purely natural wild lake, a bountiful harvest. I'm coming. Can you two swim? Young Master Wei didn't know how to dance with water, and he was already here. Not swimming would be a disgrace to this beautiful land. Prince Shuang. Oh wow, huh? Today, I have to deal with you inexperienced fish. You. Wow, good wooden board. Hurry up and help. The big harvest, and the small ones were thrown back into the lake to be released. The larger ones were all threaded from the cheek with straw ropes. Brother Fancy, didn't you say the young master has a heart and never likes eating meat? Perhaps the young master has come to his senses. Who wouldn't want to eat meat in this world? I can't bear to eat it. I complained that the big meat had too little seasoning and was unbearably greasy. In the blink of an eye, another month passed. This month's liquidation life feels like a dream. The traps on the back mountain consecutively caught 3 wild boars weighing several hundred gene. After being peeled, they're all made into rows of spectacular jerky. I went to the lakeside several times to catch heavy oil pots. Separate drying of rice and meat chunks. They have made military rations that can be stored for a long time. I can't bear to eat it. I complained that the big meat had too little seasoning and was unbearably greasy. Don't forget it on the road. Spend money when you encounter a level. Have you brought enough grain? Is the kettle full? Young master, please rest assured. Even a half-spoiled multi-grain pancake that used to hold up for 3 days. Okay, stop bragging. Let's go. Wishing you a triumphant return. Damn, father was scared to death. It turned out to be a dream. Damn, the back is completely soaked in. Young master, what's wrong? Is it uncomfortable somewhere? It's okay, it's just a nightmare. What does that mean? There's also Shala Spring Night instant noodles, marinated eggs, sausages, and compressed biscuits. Damn it. If the previous A, B, and C packages were meant to improve people's livelihoods and build infrastructure, then there are instant noodles and compressed biscuits. It's definitely a strategic war resource. Oh my god, what does this crappy system mean when it suddenly unlocks military rations for me? Are you really trying to force me to rebel? If I really want to kill the emperor and become the empress? Young master, what's wrong? System, let's have an E set to try. What a good thing. Is also a type of cake. The wild vegetable cake you usually eat. Hey, don't eat too much. Why sorry, young master. Chunny was greedy. Alas, that's not what I meant. These cookies will swell when they meet water. Eating too much can cause overstuffing. You can only eat a small amount each time. Did you hear it? Oh, young master. This must be food from the immortal realm. Yes, that's impressive. This is called a compressed ginseng fruit. Just a sniff can live 360 years. One bite can live 47,000 years. If it's a misunderstanding, then so be it. Anyway, I already have enough aura of immortality on me now. Debt is not crushing. He didn't care about having 1 or 2 extra nights. Young master, something terrible has happened. Bandits. A group of bandits broke into the cave. Brigand. How can it be? Didn't Xiao Lu build roadblocks and chain traps outside? How could they possibly sneak into the base so easily? I don't know either. These people know the traps we've set up inside out. Not even half of the traps were triggered. They barged in directly. How is it now? Brothers, are there any casualties? This is not true. They didn't do it. Only the leader called out names. I want to see you and me. The knife was pressed to his throat. I can't hide it. The big deal is that the fish dies and the net breaks. I have at least 50 muscular hunks now. Today we passed through this treasure land. It's really helpless. If the person in charge of borrowing some grain agrees, we get together and disperse. If you don't agree, looking at the people in front of him holding broken branches. To put it bluntly, I feel like even if I don't use the knife now, just stand in front of them and sneeze. It was probably enough to knock down 2 or 3 people in the front row. How about this? Fighting and killing would be too harmful to harmony. Send someone out. Wrestle with my buddies. If you win, you'll have plenty of food. If you lose, get out immediately. Hey! Stop competing, old man. I'm afraid if I push too hard, I'll break your arm. We didn't even compete. How do you know we can't win? I'm competing with you. Our main generals face each other. A game determines the winner or loser. Brother, you believe in your own strength. What kind of deadly substance could it be? All right, since you've already asked for it, I'll satisfy you. Where did you get this tiger tally? He said he would say a lie. I'm going to risk my life today. I'll chop you up and feed you to the dogs. A friend gave it to me. Which friend dares to take our general's military tally? I can't tell. Don't blame me for being ruthless under my blade. Lu Qingshan, come out and recognize someone. Young master, please call me. Who are you? A petty person? Lu Qingshan. Who is Lu Yoko to you? It was indeed my father, a man from Xianshan. I have finally found you. Wait, you are that cavalry. Yes, my name is Ma Jinwu. He was a second lieutenant in the 2nd Cavalry Battalion under Ko Lao's command. After Ko Lao's accident, that dog emperor then issued an edict. Command our lonely army with no remembrance. Go to Yunzhou to suppress the brutal rebels. Our general died on the battlefield. Before he died, he entrusted someone to deliver the tiger wing. And let me take the rest of my brothers. Heading south in search of an immortal. The general said that as long as he could meet an immortal, brothers, there will be a way out. Since you are a subordinate of the bandits, then why didn't you recognize him just now? Lu Qingshan. The county people made it clear. Back then, I was only outside the camp. He had seen the young master from Ko's family from afar. Back then, he was still thin and weak, but now, his face was already covered in scum. This glowing little general really couldn't recognize him. Identity verification is correct. Lu Qingshan recounted the entrusted final piece in the bandit's letter. My subordinate Ma Jinwu is willing to go through fire and water for the prince, and I will not hesitate. I want to survive, but these people insist on forcing me to wear a yellow robe and face mask. Alas, forget it. Take things as they come. Fanzi served the brothers a meal. Look how hungry everyone is. 2 sets of A per person. Assembly line operations were distributed in just over 10 minutes. Nearly 100 remnants on site were so hungry they could chew on tree bark, carrying such an extremely luxurious meal. As if it wasn't life-saving food. None of them dared to bite. 仙人, 我等拜君之将, 寸功未立. He was not worthy of enjoying such a high-end true cultivator. Praying for the immortal to reclaim and appreciate it. Brothers, a few wild vegetable cakes to keep us alive. We will be completely satisfied. Captain Ma, eat your fill. Even horses pulling carts in our camp eat better than wild vegetable cakes. Hurry up and eat. In the future, I will have to rely on you all for many contributions. You're welcome. All right, immortal, I'm about to finish this bowl of rice. From now on, the lives of the remaining 100+ brothers are yours. Listen, everyone, eat and drink well. Living and working in peace and contentment is fundamental. Besides, I'm not some kind of immortal. I'm just an ordinary citizen. From today on, don't call me immortal. If you see me, you're not allowed to kneel. Did you hear that? Strictly abide by the law. Oh my, it really is white rice. Pure white rice without even a single bone of orthopedics. Mother, your son got to eat big meat. I lived for 30 years. It was the first time I knew meat could be this soft and tender. He had hardly ever seen rice porridge. Today, I was actually able to chew rice heartily. To be able to produce such immortal food, comparable to royal tributes, out of thin air. And without blinking, he rewarded hundreds of people. This one looks very young, yet an immortal who controls the vast resources. What kind of strategy is he plotting? This world is probably about to change. Back when you were hungry, the wind could blow so far. How could it not trigger? The mechanism silently slipped into the cave base camp. The real and fake three-way intersection and hidden stakes at the entrance. It was the enemy defensive camp Lao created himself. 其余团线校尉以上军官必须背书. I was curious for a while. It slipped in through the glottis. Why is it so noisy outside? The young master is back. The 4 brothers you sent to Jinyang County to pick up their families. He brought everyone back. Fortunately, the young lord did not disgrace the command. We brought back all the people. Thanks for your hard work, brothers. You didn't run into any trouble on the way, right? Hui Gongzi is ahead. Sao Mountain had a minor conflict with several bandits who had robbed the path. But the brothers had steel knives in hand, so they didn't lose out. They managed to make it this far alive. Take a look at the legendary Immortal Land. At least I can close my eyes now. Find a place to give her a proper burial. The journey was too hard. Fanzi immediately arranged for everyone to eat first. It really is rice. It really is a whole box of pure white rice. There's meat to the flesh. Ooh. However, save lives everywhere. Oh, I'm going. Sir, get up quickly. At your age, I can't withstand your bow. The rotten wood is named Sunny. He was originally the son of the village chief of Pingli Township. Save the people from water and fire. Bestow such a rare, immortal meal. Such kindness is the mark of an ancient sage. In this world, I am not even a fraction of you. Old son, please listen to my advice. Let's talk about the big things when you're full. Young master, you're absolutely right. Eat first, eat first. As expected, this old dang was definitely a shrewd man in officialdom before. The 4 of you come over here. How'd you bring back so many people? I remember there aren't that many young masters on our list. It's all my idea. The news leaked at the time. Several refugees from nearby areas followed us all the way. I really couldn't bear to bring them all back. So many more mouths to open, to kill and punish. You come to me alone. It had nothing to do with the 3 of them. Born as a human, how can there be no reason not to save in death? If you're doing well, go rest. Also, be sure to heat the dehumidifier over fire. Don't bring about a plague. Hundreds of people surged in, thanks to Ma Jinwu's more than 100 cavalry brothers, who helped maintain order. Old son still hadn't settled in. I'll have someone clear out a spacious bamboo hut right away. Young master, you need not trouble yourself. Just squeeze together the rotten wood and green mountains. You two get to know young Master Hui. Sun Lao once served as an official in the same court as my father. It was simply because Sun Lao was strong-willed. He couldn't stand the emperor's massive construction projects. This was discovered by a noble lady in the harem. All those who insisted that Sun Lao form factions and plot rebellion. The emperor is foolish. He was immediately dismissed and investigated. He rushed back to his hometown. Damn, I knew it. This really is a high-ranking official from the imperial court. May I ask the young master's name? Boiled Luobu. Just call me Rob. Young master, let me take a look. With so many people added, people are distant. Should we check them one by one? So that some petty people wouldn't have room to hide. The heavy responsibility of household registration checks. I'm counting on Old Son and Xiao Lu to take extra care of her. Old Son, I happen to have a tricky question I'd like to ask you, young master. But it doesn't hurt to say it. There were a lot of people coming this time. All the living spaces inside my cave have been used up. I wonder if you know where to fix it. What does life goods mean? Just like bedding, cloth, shoes, and clothes. Ha 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 ha. Young master, young master. Rottenwood was treated as some huge problem. What's so difficult about that? What clever plan does Old Son have? Hurry up and teach me, just grab it directly. Damn, what a snatch. This old man must be black when cut open. The surface is gentle and elegant. The old scholar said his stomach was full of ruthless bandits who killed and arsonized. Logic, huh? Young master, don't panic. Up ahead, a group of mountain bandits was entrenched on the Sao Mountain. Now, the plundering of the common people has become even more rampant. The 4 townships and 8 towns deeply despise them. These bandits are all desperate outlaws. If we go, I'm afraid we won't be able to beat them. Young master, that remnant cavalry unit of Qin's, most elite under your command. There was a deep misunderstanding. But according to reliable sources, on Old Puju Mountain, more than 20 warhorses are raised. But after all, they have been exploiting the people for years. Countless winter supplies are stockpiled on the mountain. The only concern is that the terrain might not be familiar when the time comes. Moreover, their boss has a peculiar habit. Never want copper coins. Extremely fond of collecting gold. Fengtian, Qingyun, Luobu, Zhaoyue. These damn bandits actually dared to bully men and women. Fuck him. I immediately hurried to find a horse. Jinwu laid out the bandit suppression plan to him. Ha 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 ha. Hey, you gave me quite a scare. Look at your face as if facing death without fear. I thought something serious had happened. So it was just to pull up a bandit den. Please give me 4 war horses. I'll bring 8 elite veterans from below. Within 4 days, I promise to raise that so mountain for you. Brother Ma, the other side is bandits. You take 8 men to attack the mountain. Don't be arrogant and underestimate your opponent just because you've eaten a few days full. Ha 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 ha. Young master, please rest assured. Those rabble who couldn't even form a formation. Killing them was like slaughtering a native chicken or dog. You take 8 people with you. Even if they were all wiped out. There's so many bedding and clothes on the mountain. And my gold. How could the 8 of you possibly get it back? Yes. Young master, did an old son say there were more than 20 horses on the mountain? Okay. Do as you say. Hurry up and go count the troops. 5 days later. The So Big Mountain Bandit Suppression Brigade returned victorious. That's it. Wasn't it said that the chief was extremely fond of collecting gold? Why is this a little bit? Son, that's quite a lot. Who within a 100-mile radius could come up with such money? That's richer than the landlords in the city. Okay. You can share it with your brothers. Keeping this thing is useless. Young master, I absolutely wouldn't dare accept this money. Then you take half. Son, I deserve to die. Young master, this is enough to buy wine and meat to reward the brothers. You must keep the rest. Buy some wine for yourself to drink. Fancy, get in. The rest was told to Lu Qingshan. Look at what's missing in this camp, even if you send people to buy it. Well, guys, you weren't professionals in this field either. Just look at what can be used. So I casually brought them all back. Well done. He was truly a master at managing his household. By the time I save up 10,000 horses. Ha ha ha. And so on. Why worry about suddenly showing up about whether the country is a country or not? The atmosphere of this chaotic era is simply poisonous. Old son, I have an idea. Please share it, young master. Maybe we should consider moving somewhere else to live. Dupes and princes. You're finally getting started. Yeah, I can't just keep smelling poop here. Please help me as a staff officer. Which place will be more suitable for us? Hey, Poyang is nestled among mountains and by water. The terrain is strategically strategic, allowing troops to advance ahead, pressing upon the prefecture of Linzhou, allowing them to retreat and resist the main army. It has always been a strategic location contested by military forces. If the young lord takes this place as his base, the hegemony is about to be achieved. No, uncle, who is going to war? I just want to move to a more spacious place. Improving the living environment. The highest strategy is to attack strategy, secretly crossing Qinsong. The young master has already improved his residence to avoid suspicion. In fact, dark dramas need to be pushed high. It's really high. Hopeless. This old man was completely beyond saving. Young master, are we finally about to begin? I didn't sleep most of the night. What are you doing? Replying to the young master, you ate too much at dinner to sleep. Young master Lu came to me today to take stock of supplies. It really seems like a rebellion is coming. If you don't rebel soon, I'm going crazy. Every day, they eat that rice and braised pork. I'm really panicking inside. Even the king of hell wouldn't dare give him such treatment. Who isn't panicking? But today, judging by the young master's expression, he seemed to have some concerns. He was waiting for the young master, waiting for an excuse. He used excuses like the young master, who was like a banished immortal. It emphasizes following the will of heaven and benefiting the people's hearts. Now we have grain, elite troops, and the hearts of the people. The so-called time, place, and people. All is in the hands of the young master. What he lacked now was just a legitimate and suitable excuse. What kind of excuse would that be? It really doesn't work. We always make up an excuse that is always fake. What if we get discovered? What does truth or falsehood matter? The world was in chaos. As long as someone believes it. Fake is also true. Next, let's open the city gates and welcome the gentleman like this. When the gentleman came, he refused to pay grain. Do not say the stone man has two eyes. Stirring up rebellion across the Yellow River. Can you stop being so childish? Do you think I'm a pig? Pretending to be a fox carved by a man-eating man. The slogan of the Yellow Turban Army at the end of the Han Dynasty. Can you sew them up a bit more carelessly? We're all adults. Who would believe that? This is a lowly feudal superstition. Outside the young master was a thin, small, old man. Actively visit the cave. He said he wanted to see you no matter what. Sir, try the drink from my hometown. They have a unique flavor. Young master, this drink really is special. Like thunder rolling in the mouth. Refresh your mind and refresh your mind. Sir, you haven't eaten yet, have you? To be honest, I won't hide it from you. It came so suddenly. Indeed, I hadn't eaten for 2 days. Boy, another person came hungry to discuss business. It seems that the rumors are all true. What rumors? Rumors spread among the people that the young master was a celestial being descended into the world. Today, I have witnessed it with my own eyes. This rumor isn't even 1/10,000th of what the young master says. Let's eat first and chat after we're full. How should I address you, sir? Today I risk seeing what I do. What is the matter? Old man? Zhao Kunshan. Poyang City at Fufu Pass. I heard that you're looking for a new place to live. Now this city is truly open to the sea, welcoming all the people. We have specially invited you to assist with check-in. I saw it was getting late. The mountain road is difficult to navigate. Tonight, just make do with me. Young master, you are so kind. I should not have declined. However, the two accompanying guards were stopped at the foot of the mountain. Can they come up together? This whole thing has made Xiao Lu's security so tight that it can't get through. Fan Zi went to bring the two guards from the foot of the mountain up. These biscuits expand several times when they meet water. Be sure not to eat too much. Sure enough, there is nothing to do without going to the Three Treasures Hall. Elder Zhao had difficulties. Despite the opening, I, Luo Bu, will never hesitate. Later, several hundred people moved into Poping City. I still have to rely on your support. To be honest, I won't hide it from you. Poping City suffered a severe drought and heavy tax arrears, long running out of grain, and the common people starved to death in groups. I sincerely ask you, young master, to show mercy and help a bit. Old Zhao waited a little. Let's put this D package to use today. Wait 3 minutes to try it. This was the most incredible pasta I had ever eaten in my life. This fresh aroma is absolutely delicious. It's a whole set of soulmates. Although it may not be as nutritious as braised pork, but it's definitely fine to use it to stave off hunger and trade your life. Young master, do you mean you're willing to grant us some of these noodles? To help the people in the city? How could a little bit be enough to save a city's people? All 9 large carriages here are fully loaded. That should be enough to temporarily relieve your urgent needs. Young master, you're truly noble. Okay. Fan Zi went to call Ma Jinwu over. After old Zhao finished eating, he brought his people over. Take me here. The portions are generous. I'm full. Come on, let's discuss it together. The matter of relocating Poping City. And one more thing. From now on, make sure the camp doesn't mess up with anything. The stone man has one eye, the fox opens its mouth, and so on. Feudal superstition. Is it childish? The young master taught him right. But all of this is fate. Alas. Ah, damn it. Young master, this Poping City was the ancient capital of the Central Plains for the past 2 dynasties. No wonder he had such an overwhelming presence. Living here, if a heavy rain comes, hundreds of people are bound to get sick. In the rush of the young lord, he could only make do with his brothers in the shack for a while. Starting tomorrow, I will begin my eyes. So he found an old foreman in the city, leading everyone to rammed earth and peel it, officially building a house. Work hard. Be sure to do so before the rainy season arrives, so everyone can have a home sheltered from wind and rain. Young master, you finally arrived. Young master, you have traveled a long journey. Your private residence has already been arranged. Please come with me. Old son Qinshan, Fan Zi, Chun and I. You guys bring your things and come with me into the city. I'm a good girl. This scale is almost as large as the Forbidden City. Staying here is exactly the place. I want to live in a big house, but I never intended to live in the palace. Isn't there a smaller courtyard? This place is huge. The prince abandoned the palace for the sake of the grain tribute. The moon is but a thing beyond the body. All things refuse. If you do not stay, It would be like shattering the face of the people of the imperial city. Ah, it's not such a big place. How am I supposed to live alone? Everyone is called to squeeze in, so you can avoid having to endure freezing and cover your house outside. This palace could accommodate several hundred people. The young master doesn't have to worry. The poor have provisions in advance as shields. Within 2 months, the outer city earth and west rooms will be fully completed. The young master stayed at ease. It didn't take long. Someone will come to accompany you in this palace. What do you mean? Who wants to stay with me? Are you planning to stuff me into 3 palaces and 6 courtyards? Forget it. It's getting late. Let's make do for the night first. I really can't get used to living here. Tomorrow, just switch to a Sahiyuan. Days of running around have left me feeling like my bones are about to fall apart. Honestly, this bed is actually quite comforting. Living in the city is just awesome. This corrupt city life is lively. Since our main base has moved in, everyone, stop eating crispy noodles every day. Set, hey, get me hyped. I immediately informed Zhao Kunshan. 4 fixed free meal pickup points were set up in the east, south, west, and northwest of Poping City. Each person receives 1 box per day with their head. I had Zhao Kunshan mobilize Ma Jinwu's cavalry regiment, delivering meals to the lonely, sick, and weak who were so hungry they couldn't get out of bed. I'm a good girl. It was exhausting. No, this absolutely can't go on. It is better to teach people to fish than to teach them to fish. Wait until the coming spring of next year. We must organize these people to resume spring plowing. Farming your own land is the real deal. Old Zhao. Look, our hundreds of brothers have been following me for quite a while. Shouldn't we solve everyone's reputation issues? Clarifying the titles. That's right. Hundreds of brothers have been following me for so long. You can't just remain a refugee in a blacklisted household forever. The list was posted at the county office. Only after doing business and farming would he be considered a legitimate, respectable citizen. I see. Please rest assured, young master. This matter will surely lead to my life and death. Everything was handled perfectly. The day has finally come. I had already expected it. Today, the young master took the initiative to ask about Mingho. It is a warning to us. The hidden dragon has long dwelled in the depths. It was time to soar to the clouds and soar to the heavens. It's just about getting a household registration book, isn't it? Were the refugees afraid now? The young master felt sorry for him, seeking the status of a good citizen. How did he suddenly soar to the clouds? Fool! Have you ever seen a good citizen living here? The prince of the previous dynasty's palace said he wanted to set a name. That refers to the name of the country. Captain Ma was right. The current emperor indulges in debauchery without restraint. This caused widespread displacement. Hungry ladles fill the fields, and the world's fate is sealed. This supreme ruler holds such a high position. From then on, those with virtue resided there. It's just that we currently have few troops and few generals, relying on the territory of a single city. At this point, the new national name was openly announced and raised the banner of rebellion. Would it attract a large-scale imperial army to suppress them? Don't worry, I've been banished all these years without rest. He secretly contacted former officials in the court and the provincial governors. They would establish the national name and raise the banner. Within less than half a month, Poyang City will surely gather the world's greatest talents. Overcrowding is a problem, but the young master's words and actions seem to lack any ambition for supremacy. More like a moderately comfortable personality. Let's force him up. Would he be unhappy? There is no turning back from the bow. This rebellion is infamous for the ages. Let us as ministers bear the burden. The national title was established, and a proclamation was drafted to purify the emperor's side. Not early in the morning. Why do you want me to wear a costume? The next week. My life has completely become a mess. Another 2 days passed. Chun and I told me. Everyone planned to hold a meeting in the abandoned imperial palace in Poyang City. Discuss future action plans. Yes. You. Long live the emperor. Long live the emperor. Damn, screw you. What are you up to? Young master, it's up to today. The world has long suffered from money and land. The people will not be the people. The country will not be a country. We are willing to follow you and achieve a legacy for generations. Return the world to a bright world. No, sir, please don't joke around, okay? It's not funny at all. This is not a meeting. This was clearly a long-planned forced coercion. Sir, please do not decline. When neighbors live in karst caves, There was once a giant fox that spoke human language and opened the city gates to welcome the gentleman. When the gentleman came, he refused to pay grain. This celestial phenomenon serves as a warning. Only this old man would lead the entire city to swear to follow him to the death. Rebellion means extermination of 9 generations. My system is to give out 10 yuan for a combo meal, not Dongfeng Express. What could they use to confront the regular Qing army head-on? And not only that, the bamboo grove where the young master lived even unearthed the stone figureback. Do not say the stone man has 2 eyes. Stirring up the Yellow River, the world is strikingly reminiscent of a nobleman. Shunshi County continued to serve and welcome the central officials. And when we were fishing, 从渔夫剖出，见书上书，苍天已死. When the yellow heaven is established in the year of Jiazi, the world is greatly fortunate. 数百兄弟亲眼所见，岂能有假? The young lord's mandate is hard to defy. All living beings under heaven are eagerly awaiting you, young master. Know this matter, oh my. Are you trying to push me in a fire pit? Young master, in troubled times, it is rare to encounter a wise ruler. If the young master insists on refusing, we have no hope left. Only this sword remains. No wonder ancient regulations forbade the emperor from carrying weapons when facing the emperor in court. Damn it, they always slit their necks together. Who can stand it? But it all came to this point. If I dare say a word no again, this grand hall will definitely be spilled with blood today, but it will be useless. Alas, no way. People can't help themselves in the rivers and lakes. Okay, put down the knife. Since everyone is so earnestly trying to persuade each other, then I will reluctantly become emperor. Your faces change faster than flipping a book. This is clearly my way of running a drama. A self-directed and self-staged grand conspiracy drama. So I'm a legendary movie king. The year 886 AD. Luo Bu followed the mandate of heaven and proclaimed himself emperor, and changed the country's name to Baoyuo. The Great Luo Immortal Emperor is truly extraordinary. The Great Luo Immortal Emperor named the country Luo after the divine designation. If these people hadn't been secretly conspiring behind the scenes, Laozi does a handstand to wash his hair. Long live the emperor. The world is in great chaos, and the people are left without their homes. At this time, the new court summoned him for an audience. It is necessary to discuss the good governance strategies of the previous Great Luo Dynasty as soon as possible. What the heck? Waking up like an emperor. The ministers below couldn't even name them all. Online, people say the world is just a makeshift troop. This isn't a makeshift troop. It's basically a leaky, broken bucket team. Forget it. At least it has been baptized by modern universities. Who can compare in terms of knowledge and vision? Take things as they come. Just like starting a startup and becoming the CEO. Damn. Is this the ultimate happiness that power can bring? Cough, ahem. On national policy, given our current financial situation, I suggest everyone start by developing quietly. Long live the emperor. We, your humble servants, are of limited talent and limited learning. I really don't know what kind of profound imperial art this sneaky development is. It has nothing to do with anyone. It's my vocabulary problem. What's called sleek development. Translated, it means keeping a low profile. Stockpile grain widely. Delay proclaiming yourself king. Long live the emperor. But... oh fuck. Did you go out without taking your medicine? Where does so much nonsense come from? I don't want to eat big meat box meals anymore. Remember, our emperor is always right. Wrong is also right. I'm sick. Why am I crazy? What's going on over there? I didn't catch what you wanted to say just now. Long live the Hui Emperor. What I just wanted to say is, this is the wisdom of our emperor. Yes, that's it. Then why are you walking so crooked? Did that foot just get hurt? No. Shouldn't have just heard the emperor's sacred instruction to keep a low profile. He was too excited. I accidentally fell down. What they truly respect is not the imperial power of my grassroots troop. It's my system's blind box fast food. Alas, sir. How should this gentleman address you? Wu Huang Wansui. My name is Kong Tsumin. Everyone gathers firewood with fire. Our Great Luo Immortal Dynasty just opened today. If you have good suggestions, feel free to make them. Our emperor can send grain out of thin air to save the people. My worldly opinion is nothing but a narrow perspective. Your princess consort is truly a banished immortal descending to earth, coming to save all living beings. There is absolutely no foolish emperor who envies him. Peace is what matters. This is the great cause of the world. The common people's livelihood is even more important. I, a villager from Kong Village, have studied for half my life. You can't lose your conscience for a bite of meat. Long live the emperor. 臣要死谏在荒数年，早无余粮. Even next year's grain planting has been exhausted. The emperor want to keep a low profile and have a very good idea. But at the start of 5 meters, even if you only want to resume the most basic farming, it's all the hardships. It's so serious. Is there really no other way? It's as difficult as ascending to the sky. The emperor only had the cellars of the landlords. Maybe there's even the valley master. Even if you reluctantly plant it among the people, most of the food needs to be filled. Only the rest can be used for seeding. It would take at least 3 full years. Only then can it barely recover to most of the previous year. If the grain produced is not eaten by anyone, all of it is planted as seeds. If that really happens, it only takes 1 year. Our Great Luo Immortal Dynasty's agriculture can be directly restored to its peak. Then it's simple. It is the emperor's 80% of the fertile fields and lands in the realm. Damn, what do you mean? Here's what we're going to do next. Could it be the legendary land reform? No way. Heaven's melodramatic epic clause. Is it really going to fall on the throne of me, a makeshift troop? Lao Kong, you are in charge of production. Why worry so much about farmland and grain seeds? I am in charge of agriculture and sericulture. He knew well that without grain, one could not be unstable. Naturally, they will exhaust themselves and exhaust their efforts. Do you know how to farm? Reporting to our emperor, I am proficient in the imperial lineage of the Long family, and the methods of cattle and sheep herding were all well understood. Ha! How many immortals has this old fox secretly helped me recruit? Our emperor's border defense line cannot be retreated. Rehearsing the formations was urgent. Damn, it's almost noon. The world is vast, but eating is the greatest gold. Damn, this kid is like a worm in my belly. Have you become a sperm? Her workplace insight is just too terrifying. Well, that's all for today's morning tide. Everyone was tired after standing all morning. Eat first. If you need to use the restroom, hurry up and take care of it. 20 minutes later, we start eating right on time. What does 20 minutes mean? What do you mean by going to the bathroom? Didn't you hear the imperial edict clearly? If you want to use the restroom, hurry up. 20 minutes later, the meal was served and they left the palace. Wu Hong meant everyone should leave the palace. Ah, how should I address you when you come over? Long live our emperor. The little one's name is Fushi. Fushi, you are a eunuch. Reply to our emperor, I'm not here yet. As long as our emperor needs it, the villain can try right away. Tomorrow, I'll handle that matter myself. Please don't let me warn you. If you dare to physically emasculate yourself, I absolutely don't want you. Fortunately, it's okay. Almost committed a sin. You're clever. Don't run around anymore. Just be the chief steward of the imperial city and always stay by my side. I, a humble servant, bow in gratitude for the grace of heaven. Long live the emperor. Long live the emperor. All right, we can't just let these high-ranking officials act like bandits. Squatting on the ground, grab your lunchbox and dig through it. My emperor really wants to stab the table and chair. Most tables and chairs in the palace were stored in the storerooms of the side halls. If someone were sent over to move it now, it would take at least the time of 3 incense sticks. The food was probably going to get cold. Case. Everyone just settled for a while and sat down to eat right there. Well, Fushi went to call the guards standing outside in to be killed off as well. Got it. All right, let's dig in. Thank you, Emperor 40. Thank you, Emperor 40. Thank you, Emperor 40. I have to find a way. I'll break this bad habit of kneeling at the drop of a hat. Lao Kong, are you married? What does the emperor mean by marriage? It's just that you got married and haven't come back. Our emperor, your humble servant, has already established a family. They had a son. He is 8 years old this year. 8 years old is exactly the age when dogs dislike cats. Take this home for the child to eat. This stuff can satisfy cravings. Don't be stunned. Try it first and see how it tastes. What is this thing of our emperor? It was so sweet and rich. Since I entered the world, never before had I tasted such a peerless delicacy. A specialty from my hometown is compressed biscuits. But remember, you absolutely must not eat too much of this. Otherwise, you'll die from swelling. If you don't eat, at most 1 piece. If you've already eaten, you can only eat half a piece. Do you understand, Jia? Chen Dai's son kowtowed in gratitude for the imperial grace. Thank you, Emperor, for bestowing 10. Okay. Eat yours. I'll have a detailed chat with you about agriculture when I have time. My Emperor, I have a suggestion regarding the course of the Shushi River. I do not know whether it is appropriate to lecture or not. The imperial ministers had the idea of building fortified walls. I do not know whether it is appropriate to lecture or not. The imperial ministers had a plan to pacify the refugees. I don't know if I should talk about it or not. These people clearly saw Kong Sunmin raise an objection. He was rewarded with a large pile of immortal compressed biscuits. Now everyone is forcibly pushing KPIs here. This is a human weakness in the workplace. They really figured it out. Come on. I have seen everyone's loyalty. Later, each person will receive 5 packs of compressed biscuits. Queue up to pick it up after work today. May I ask, after our emperor's end of work, reconcile with the Qin Dynasty? Jinyi, Zhao Kunshin, Jelin, and Kai Baoi are hereby appointed as cabinet ministers. We obey the order and become comfortable hands-off managers. This is my ultimate goal in transmigrating. Old Zhao, is there an extremely large warehouse in Poyang City? Return to our emperor. There were 5 large official granaries within Poyang City, except for the one where you live. Each of the 4 cities, east, south, west, and north, has its own location. Each warehouse is further divided into grain storage, military supplies storage, and physical warehouse. Among them, the grain depot is the largest in scale. But the warehouse was completely empty. Our emperor's discernment goes far beyond this. For consecutive years, refugees rose everywhere. The court's harsh taxes and levies. The city's warehouses had long been completely emptied. Moreover, it has long been neglected. It is now a precarious, dangerous house. Not a big problem. Immediately send craftsmen to inspect. If you can repair dangerous buildings, just abandon them for 3 days. 3 days and early morning. All the carriages for the journey were gathered at the palace's inner warehouse to restock goods. What does stocking mean? Don't worry about so much. You could just bring an empty car when the time comes. Fanzi, take a pair of brothers and follow Lord Zhao on a trip. Call Ma Jinwu along as well. I have to keep a close eye on security and logistics these days. Come on, take me to the inner treasury in the palace to take a look at the venue. Our emperor's place lies deep within the palace city, utterly desolate. Even the roads were almost covered by wild grass. What's there to be afraid of? Go take a look. I have tens of thousands of tons of business to handle. Has the construction industry here really developed to this extent? All are sturdy solid wood mortise and tenon joints. Not even a single iron nail was used. It actually rose more than 10 meters from the ground. It seems you can't help but admire the genes for building houses in ancient times. Looking for death. This is in ancient times. Not even antibiotics. If this wild dog bit you, contracted rabies, then my Great Luo Immortal Emperor would definitely be doomed. Fortunately, today he had finally escaped the dog's life. Damn, you know how to martial arts and return to our emperor. The petty man has practiced martial arts since childhood. I know a bit of a rough and shallow move. So, is your martial arts considered high? Not too tall. It's about as high as a 3-story building. Ha, the divine special 3-story building is that tall. Did you travel through time from Stephen Chow's movies? Old Sun remained silent. So they arranged for me to be the top expert in the inner palace as my personal bodyguard. Fushi went to gather a reliable squad of imperial guards. Clean up the warehouse. Strict garrison at 12 hours. No one is allowed to approach. The petty person complied. Wu Huang, could it be that you are truly an immortal who descended from the heavens? The immortal was stiff. Sick of it. I don't have time to explain quantum mechanics and system space to you. Aha, hey. Finally, I don't have to personally send boxed lunches every day. My Luo Immortal Dynasty is secure. Joke. Having such a fierce humanoid weapon as a personal bodyguard. This strong sense of security doesn't come from wandering around on your own turf. It's a disgrace to my honorable title as the Great Luo Immortal Emperor. My emperor. Outside, the chaotic war reigns with the emperor's precious body. If anything goes wrong, how could I have the face to meet my ancestors? Speaking of which, you ancient people are my true ancestors. Speaking of generational status, he traveled through time. In front of you, I feel as weak as dust, you know? Next, take it. Hey. Belch. Chilauda, have you eaten yet? Sigh, the young master hasn't eaten yet. Haha, what a coincidence now. Then let's eat first. Let's talk after eating. Young master, you always took care of me before. The common people have no way to repay it. I'll treat you to this meal, young master. Please go with me. It is better to be respectful than to obey orders. Then I'll have a nice meal here today. Honey, quickly start a fire and boil water. Take out the best bowls from the house. Young master is about to have a big meal at our place. The young master has been waiting for a long time. Invite your wife and kids to come over and eat together. No. They only need to handle a bite in the kitchen. Young master, Please try while it's hot. Damn, 16. This is damn instant noodles. The flavor is definitely not bland. The taste was perfectly natural and perfectly matched. It even stunningly highlights the sense of layering. This broken face actually managed to rise to such heights. Young master, is it not to your taste? No, no, no. It's simply delicious. I had never tasted such an exquisite delicacy before. As long as you like to eat it, young master. Young master, please have a few more bowls. Do you think my bowl is dirty? My stomach is just full after just a little food. I don't have the luck to eat like that. If the young lord is truly a man without fortune, looks like everyone in this world is unlucky now. Ha! Chi boss. I never figured it out. The seasoning for these noodles is just a tiny packet. You added such a big basin of water and vegetables. Why does it still taste so flavorful? The young master does not know. Our Poyang city, well, salt is produced underground. I grabbed a big handful of green salt into that noodle soup. How could this dish be tasteless when stewed? Poyang produces salt in ancient times. Isn't salt essentially the court's money purse? It's the ultimate cheat for recruiting soldiers. I originally thought I only had a box lunch system. He hadn't expected that beneath Yangsheng on this slope, there was actually a mountain of gold buried beneath it. Ha ha. So that's how it is. Now Great Luo Immortal Dynasty not only has food to eat, and you're about to make a fortune. Boss Qin, go call your wife and child out to meet them. Listen to what the master has to say. The young master likes to eat these wild vegetable cakes. This was hand-branded by Min's father. If the young master doesn't dislike it, take it with you to eat on the road. Reciprocation and lack of reciprocity were also taken by handmade specialties. Buddy, this Great Luo Immortal Emperor can't just be freeloaded, right? The system requested all the unfinished packages for me. This lunchbox shouldn't be left out for too long. If you can't finish it, you share it with your neighbors. As for this compressed biscuit, never eat too much at once. It could cause your stomach to burst open. Young master, absolutely not. This is too valuable. Xiao Ming is 10 times greater. Even working like a beast of burden wouldn't dare to collect it. Take it, we've all moved bricks at the same construction site before. It's all polite to acquaintances. Young master Shu, there's another extremely important matter. Please wait for me a moment. What is it? You said you were sitting right here. Don't go. I'll be right back. Boss Chi, what are you doing? Form a girl group to debut? Son, all 4 of them are daughters from my distant relatives' families. Look at them. They're definitely top-notch. All just turned 18. To this day, she has not been allowed to marry a young man. It would be better to take them all as concubines. Next year, I will definitely help you spread your lineage. This is damn bad. If I had known earlier that guy was up to this secret, he had already climbed over the wall and slipped away. Now look, there's no way to get away. Boss Chi, this is absolutely not allowed. This is definitely an arranged marriage. Don't arbitrarily decide the girl's life. Which proper girl is that? She was willing to blindly marry a wild man she had never met. They must have been forced into it, heard and disappeared. The young master said, you can seize the opportunity yourselves. I'm willing. I'm willing to serve you as well. Young master. Well, you dug your own pit. He buried himself alive. What is this called? Damn, Fushi must be thinking about carrying someone into the palace. Even the palace experts are this gossipy. Step back and ask for the next one. Even if you talk about it to the end today, we can't really take these 4 high school students back. By the way, what's your name? Reporting to young master. My name is Xiaohong. My little flower, my little green. My small leaves, red flowers and green leaves. No, that name. Why does it sound so like a big sister from an urban-rural fringe area? For young ladies. Let's not discuss the price for now. If our current palace is indeed very large. But you have to think clearly. As soon as I entered the palace gate, it was as deep as the sea. The palace was extremely desolate. Far from parents. Stay away from family plans. Whenever the full moon and festive days arrive, you can only lean against the railing alone. Melancholy and desolation. A pot of wine among the flowers. Drinking alone without close friends. I don't believe it. This still doesn't scare off these inexperienced girls. You must be very cautious. Young master, you have great literary talent. Young master, your artistic conception is truly profound. The young master is truly beautiful in poetry. The young master is simply wonderful. It's over, all special features are finished. Now, there's really no way out. Who the hell is coming to save me? Well, the palace hasn't been tidied up yet. I'll send someone to pick her up another day. If you don't take us back with you, young master. He was also beaten to death by his parents with sticks. Rather than being sold into the underworld and humiliated, I'd rather die right in front of you today. And maintained his integrity. Isn't it enough for me to take it? Experience teaches. From now on, you must never reveal your identity on incognito visits again. The imperial carriage is ready, Sai. This isn't even a carriage. Not even a roof is available. Just ride this thing back to the palace and report to the emperor. This is already the most spacious car crush you can find nearby. What kind of sin have I created? He originally intended to go undercover for a private visit. This mess was ruined by a single commotion. Hurry back to the palace to lay low. Does this mean our emperor is a banished immortal descended from heaven? How? How could immortals have desires for men and women too? And he even brought back 4 in one go. The emperor has returned to the palace. Today, I am conducting an incognito inspection. It seems to be going extremely smoothly. This old guy was definitely doing it on purpose. Holding back laughter, can it be any more fake? Even commoners were being pushed close to the emperor. How could an old minister of the Grand Secretariat fall behind? And must compete for favor. My emperor, this old minister has an enemy opportunity. He was only 18 years old. Well-read in poetry and books, her appearance was like that of a celestial being. Tomorrow, send the soft sect to send him into the palace to serve the emperor. Damn, I was just forced to accept 4 college students. The old man wants to give me another one. Is my Luo Immortal Dynasty running a matchmaking agency? Crawl, get farther away. Why does my emperor climb up? Do you mean? Tomorrow, not only will I send my granddaughter here, do we still want him to crawl all the way from outside the palace gates into the emperor's bedchamber? They even say they're dry with just a little saliva. Finally, the whole story of these girls was explained clearly. Old G, you have your political opportunism that wants to send your granddaughter to the palace. Can you give me a rod? Shun and I, come in and stay in the side hall where these girls will stay. Today, it's both a coup and a pushover. The CPU is almost completely burned out. It's time to have a proper discussion. Sneaky development and extensive grain accumulation have become the core national policy. Old Zhao, you're the local tyrant of Poyang. How many landlords in this city have the strongest foundations? Landlord settlement. They were the wealthy, grain-rich gentry with vast tracts of fertile land. Report to your majesty. The wife of the 5 senior ministers of Poyang City. The Liu family was the most powerful. Langtan Qianqing. They also control Sol Control and the largest escort agency within a 100-mile radius. Very arrogant. Wait, haven't salt and iron always been managed by the imperial court? How could a local gentry dare to privately operate salt rights? Your majesty, there is something you don't know. 柳家在鄱阳城比官府还像官府. The first generation head of the family once did a shady business for a certain prince. Got my first pot of gold. Later, that prince ascended the throne. He actually absurdly bestowed a golden book and iron certificate, and specially permitted the Liu family to keep private soldiers. Fan Scion. So there's a get-out-of-jail-free card. The origin is not small. And not only that, Poyang City is surrounded by 9 counties and 27 townships. The Liu family's underworld business was like a spider's web. Escort agencies had long been infiltrated and spread across the country. The number of martial artists he befriended was countless. How is the reputation of the Liu family among the people? Bullying men and women. Annexing lands. Things that harm nature and cause harm. The Liu family is so exhausted that it is hard to write all about it. So, does the Liu family have a lot of grain left? Beating drums to ruin the granaries. Old grain suppresses new grain. They'd rather get moldy than offer low-price relief to disaster victims. What about the emperor? Your majesty, this abandoned palace you are in now. They were once forcibly taken over by the Liu family to use as a racetrack. Now it's troublesome. The Liu family is a monopoly giant. Looking up, thinking of you, pulling a single hair moves the whole body. Really start moving. Can my makeshift troop handle it? His majesty must have some extremely difficult matter. Sai, I just want to borrow some land from the Liu family. Borrowing some grain as startup capital. Borrow from the Liu family. Your majesty is troubled. The Liu family was unwilling to borrow it. Their power is so great. If you want money, you have money. If you want people. Some even had peerless experts stationed there. This is not easy to do. Ha. What are you laughing at? Your majesty is very worried. In my opinion, this matter is extremely simple. Very simple. Thunder and rain are all due to the king's grace. All he needed was to give the Liu family money and grain. If you give me some rewards, then give them to me. What kind of reward would he get? I'm almost penniless. You can't just give them instant noodles, can you? Grant him the whole family immortality. Don't go. Don't go. We have land, and we have grain. Our emperor is wise. As long as the landlord doesn't cause trouble. Within a year, Poyang's grain production will surely return to normal levels. Has Lao Kong ever seen potatoes, corn, or 3 sweet potatoes? Particularly drought-tolerant. Just burying it casually causes prices to skyrocket. And the yield is insanely high. It seems the aim is to ignite an agricultural revolution. You still have to find a way to acquire these era-breaking, high-yield crops. Although I now hold the strongest food delivery system in my hands. But at the end of the day, I'm just a modern office drone in the flesh. Therefore, restoring local agricultural production was imperative. By the way, since no one is full, why don't ordinary families raise pigs? Avoid them, first, because there was no food to feed them. Everyone chews on grassroots. How could you raise pigs with dry water? Second, if the boar isn't cured, it becomes fishy dry and tastes bad. Drowned, yet another died. The common people cannot afford to compensate. It's better to keep chickens safely. Third, piglets are scarce and expensive. Civilians simply can't afford it. The road to building the foundation for the Great Luo Immortal Dynasty is a long and arduous journey. Your Majesty, the woman locked in the prison. How do you plan to handle this? Which woman? He was the peerless expert the Liu family had paid a fortune to invite. He ended up just being a paid worker. Give him some wages. Not just sending him 2 boxes of instant noodles. Let him go. Your Majesty, it is not permitted. Why don't you just meet him? This person is truly extraordinary. His martial arts are by no means inferior to those of petty men. The reason he lost to me at that time, it was obviously intentional, lost on purpose. To be honest, just hearing the word woman gives me a splitting headache now. Forget it, teaching a peerless master well never hurts. Okay, bring it to the study. I met him there. The Great Luo Immortal Emperor, this humble woman, is innocent. Damn, why is this the usual old tragic drama trope starting again? Shui Hongmei, a commoner girl, grew up following her father Su Jian. That year, my father was framed for upholding justice and hanged himself, killed in the death cell. His mother died by banging her head against a pillar in grief and anger. The common woman climbs over walls with her fists and feet to break through the blood. Only then did he escape with his life. From then on, the statue of a common woman and the family dog passed through Poyang. I heard that an immortal descended to save the people from disaster. And so I will be at the Liu family to guard the banquet. Just waiting for the right moment to join a wise ruler. To avenge his parents. A few days ago, I found out you were holding an open selection in the city. The woman felt the time was right and wanted to join her. Who would have thought you'd run into this expert right next to you? She didn't say a word. One blow knocked me out. He was kidnapped like a pig rope. Naruto really has come to join you. He was not a loyal warrior of the Liu family, and there was not the slightest ill intention. Suddenly a top-tier female bodyguard suddenly appeared by his side. Such a windfall from the sky. Who wouldn't want to quickly help the girl up? And while you're at it, unravel the shackles. No need for this steward to make such a grand visit. The common women came by themselves. Such handsome bone-shrinking techniques, real deal. An absolute peerless master. Come on, let's grab some snacks to fill our stomachs. This is a unique beverage. The flavor is extremely unique. And this compressed biscuit, usually eaten as a snack. But don't eat too much at once, as it can easily cause bloating. This great Luo emperor is so strange. There was not a trace of imperial pressure. His Majesty's bestowal of time is a tremendous grace. You still don't thank me. Why are you stupid? An expressed gratitude for the imperial grace. Yes. Why are you eating in a daze? This braised pork tastes really good. Yes, just eating dry food is enough to choke. That Rebbe, try something extremely special. Hiss. It's okay, it's okay. The foundation is not 6. This is just the nature of this water. The next market should be stable. The sword must be drawn quickly. Wow, someone else is the emperor. The harem had 3,000 beauties, competing fiercely for attention. I'm Ufine. They directly created an ancient version of a special female assault team. Your Majesty, the world is in great chaos. I have extremely urgent military information. Rising to play the rustic red wine, leading the displaced people to raise their poles and rise up. And expanded 4 cities in succession, commanding an army of 100,000. 西边红莲圣母，李红莲妖言惑众. Believers are like a reed of a reed wherever they pass. Not a blade of grass is ever straight. There were countless small factions. The former emperor was extravagant beyond measure. Faltering, Your Majesty, we are hiding our talents in Poyang. However, within half a month, several foreign spies had already been captured. If one only defends the area, wait until the bandits grow strong. I fear the disaster of national ruin and family destruction. The situation has already become this corrupt. Does Old Sun, K, have any countermeasures to break the deadlock? Attacked Xijin City. For courtyards. Wasn't Shui Hongmei the one who escaped from the city in 4 years? That place was the stronghold of the enemies who killed his entire family. These 4 city entrances are stuck in our throat. He had to take it. I understand. But since Old Sun wanted to fight, there should be a concrete plan. Naturally, there is. First was selecting generals and recruiting soldiers, crafting weapons, and practicing formations. Oh no, I don't know any of these things. Alas, Your Majesty. Actually, although Old Chun just mentioned things complicated, but General Ma Jinwu was still relatively simple. Even an old fox like Sun, he found it difficult. Could there be a Gundam on the other side? Old Sun, stop keeping us in suspense. What exactly is the hardest part? Grain and grass. I'm going, supplies. You've been laying the groundwork for me for so long. He looked as if the country was about to be wiped out. But you told me the hardest part was the provisions. Hi, Old Sun. What else could I possibly do? Provisions? It's a minor issue. Your Majesty, do not underestimate the enemy. March and fight. The amount of food consumed was enormous. It's like a gold-eating monster. Put your heart in your stomach, let alone fighting a small 4-gold city. Even if it means fighting to the ends of the earth. I promise to ensure the frontline troops have plenty of meat to eat. Joke. At most, you can recruit as many soldiers as possible. I have a blind box system. That would make you vomit in no time. Your Majesty, apart from Ding Xia attacking the 4 Jin states, there is one more extremely urgent matter. What do you need your approval? Report to Your Majesty. We ministers have made a proposal. This campaign between the 4 Jin and Jin must be personally led by Your Majesty. Cough, cough, ahem. I get all. These old scoundrels are waiting for me here. 正御驾亲征，陛下，此次若是陛下亲率大军凯旋而归, this is a feat like a stabilizing force. I get it. These 4 old foxes. He insisted on personally pushing me onto the throne of that iron-blooded emperor. Good. That's it. 正御驾亲征. Ha 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 ha. I have sugar, salt, and meat. Now even self-heating technology is available. The grandsons of the 4 capitals can't kill you. I'll wear you down to death. Your Majesty's imperial edict. The entire army was pacified. Comrades, thank you for your hard work. He is the most efficient in our Daluo army. All those formalities were waived. From now on, when you see me, you don't need to kneel. Let's change the handshake, okay? Forget it. Actions speak louder than words. Try this stuff. You won't feel hungry after eating it. Delicious and filling. Old Zhang, I can understand what you said about giving out food. But what does this hand touch mean? Should be quiet. Haven't you heard? When His Majesty entered the city, he brought back 5 young women. Of course, everyone knows. Your Majesty's fortune with beauty is truly extraordinary. As far as I know, those girls were still completely innocent up to now. There was absolutely no real relationship between men and women. You mean our emperor? What he was actually wasting was that Longyang goodness. The habit of breaking sleeves. Most likely. Oh my god. Then I'll see His Majesty in a bit. Shouldn't you puff out your chest a bit? Well, let's eat together. Your Majesty has bestowed upon the entire army the consensus of the people. Your Majesty's grace and shared understanding. Good. God, I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life. How could such marvels exist in the world? How marvelous. What a proper and proper manner. His Majesty is still watching from the stage. Whispering to each other, the lines scattered. Where is the prestige of our Great Luo army? B. The scene was utterly absurd. I always feel like I'm crazily distorting human history. Brothers, start today, as long as I am here, so you can eat, well, every meal, only by taking care of the body. That's why they have real fighting power. Long live the Emperor. Thank you for your great kindness. 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 I admit, at this very moment, I was completely hooked. He was completely excited. For the Loktaleb tribe. For the tribe, who is the tribe of gods. No, you must have misheard. The emperor was talking about the Luo. So what does the last sentence mean? What is cello radish? Sling the bull. I have deep inner strength, and hear clearly. The emperor clearly called out to the Fei, air, ing monkey. Damn, blood was rushing just now, I was way too excited. He instinctively shouted. Cultural symbols that simply did not exist in this era. How am I supposed to cover this? As long as I'm not embarrassed. It's others who are embarrassed. Absolutely no explanation. No, I can't. The old minister pays his respects to your majesty. I wonder what kind of divine artifact his majesty bestowed upon the soldiers a few days ago. What exactly is it? You say it's a fake period. A snack from my hometown. Old Zhao, do you want some? Your majesty, you have plenty of this item. Why did old Zhao suddenly ask about this? Your majesty, this item is made by boiling extremely pure honey. In a sense, it's equivalent to money. What is the currency war about? These are soldiers, these are provisions. If you don't finish it all at the end, it's all about money. If I had the terrifying minting power, what kind of war in this world can't be won? Sorry, guys, I happen to graduate in international economics and trade. Watch how lousy uses modern financial knowledge. He manipulates you all. Elder Zhao conveyed the imperial order. Each person inside and around Poyang City will receive 3 complimentary booster sticks. Tell the people, this is a secret honey made by immortals. The taste is delicious, yet it endures. This old minister obeys the decree. 陛下恩赐每人3根鲜，加精炼蜜糖. The taste is exquisite, preserving for a long time without decay. No rushing to queue to pick up the items. Yes. I'll trade this for you as an old hen. Can you not fart? I'm an old hen that can lay eggs. At least 30 bars of fresh candy. 30 items. You are crazy. This is refined honey bestowed by His Majesty. Half a piece can fill a whole day's hunger. Wait a minute. I seem to be damn it completely unintentionally. Using the most brutal modern internet thinking. They have forced themselves to create one ancient version of another, third-party payment platforms. Price, and price are the numbers, balances, issuers, and final interpretation rights within my platform. In the whole world, only I and my family. Oh no, I really deserve to die. How'd he end up looking like the capitalist he hated the most? But once Pandora's box is opened, this has already formed a consensus and spread widely. There was no chance of stopping. I am the governor of the Central Bank of Dali. Just do one thing. Precisely deliver the value of Snickers stablecoin to the market. We must not create hyperinflation. This plan was determined to be carried out through to the end. Go notif Mainwul. Let his cavalry regiment handle it. Old Ma called you here this time. The main focus was on the ultimate secret of attacking the 4 capitals. His Majesty has an extremely dangerous mission. He ordered the subordinate general to die 1,000 times without hesitation. You should return to camp immediately. He secretly summoned a group of troops. You need the brain to be the strongest, the most agile kind. The last general will take orders. Today's matter came from my mouth and into your ears. Who dares to reveal a single word? Ma Jinwu was dealt with according to military law. Come with me to the study. The others went back to rest and stand by. Olma, do you know this place? Avoid it. This is Dai County. It was the county under its jurisdiction closest to the enemy city of Sijing. Here, water and land are intertwined. There's a large river dock. What about here? Xiaohe Township, Jini, Dai County. All the able-bodied laborers went off to Dai County to make a living. Only the old, weak, sick, and disabled remained. It was almost an abandoned, deserted village. 3 days later, 5 cartloads of supplies. A beat-up cart sneaked into Xiaohe Township under cover of night. Hide your warhorses and exchange them for free riding rides. Shipments were sent in batches to Dai County. It was time to break it down into smaller parts. Bring enough goods to the market and trade things like crazy. Just note one thing. Try to trade with different civilians as much as possible. No bargaining. If you dare to ask, just give it. A broken hoe and a chicken were thrown straight at him and got entangled with the officials. No hands are allowed. Throw the Snickers to them and withdraw immediately. We're just here to deliver things. After exiting, I left. Goods exchanged for groceries. Every time you go to the carriage or Lima, replace everything with a new one and don't miss anything. Features. 2 were left behind each time. The cleverest rear guard counter scout. Don't let anyone find out your secrets. If we are surrounded and captured by a large army, immediately abandon the loot and abandon the cart. Escape back to Xiaohe Township at full speed. Riding fast horses, they retreated back to Poyang, using extremely precious immortal hulls to exchange for the enemy's junk. The scrap you get has to be thrown away. What kind of battle is this? There are many dense forests between the township and Dai County. You lead your men to scout the surrounding escape routes in advance. This is used to prepare for unexpected needs. I received the order. Don't force a change. Open it and let them taste it for free. What is this? Give me a taste too. Hey, outsiders stay east and west, and their lives can be set aside. We followed the wrong person. If you dare to follow again, the next time it sticks to your neck, it won't be the back of the knife. Retrieve the horse-drawn carriage and all its cargo. All members entered the forest. Sir, I really don't know them. It was a new face who had just come to do business these past 2 days. Dai County has many people traveling by water, coming and going every day. How could I remember them? Hiss. What case to report? There's no case joining the team like this. Report to your majesty. 20 Mishongdi yi Chen Su Lifan. Wu Yi Jurasun. The Dai County government only withheld the remaining price and interest from the car. They pretended to have local soldiers secretly seize the entire territory. Over there, your majesty, the merchants have already been dealt with. Officials brought the jelly carriage into the momentum of spreading throughout the 4 seasons. If you can't hold it back, there's no need to go again. Early on, you and 20 brothers earned great rewards. 10 large meat set meals per person. Add braised egg and ham. Today, we are openly taking military orders. I just unlocked the F package. Self-heating rice. I haven't touched a single one. This tactical grade ration that can be eaten hot without even lighting a fire. It will definitely give your enemies a surprise they'll never forget. Report for. The capital city is coming in. Damn it. Oh, my wave of ridge covers. Oh, my hip shaft. I'm hurting everywhere right now. Why the hell is he not following the usual rules? We're clearly planning to ambush you. Are you polite to push this result backwards? There are new reports from the front lines. Your Majesty, I have found a secret escape passage for you. Escape routes out of the city. I've also made a plan for you. If the city falls, you can escape from here with Fushi's guards. While, don't be afraid of running out of firewood. Old Zhao, my damn mom, just became emperor not long ago. He hadn't even warmed the dragon throne yet. It felt like someone had just given birth and held a full month celebration. You cheerfully leaned in and gave me a set of urns. which was his bad luck. It's simply bad luck. Open the door to bad luck. Bad luck has arrived home. Report to your majesty. For times, entering the city, they raised troops in full order. An army of 500,000 was pressing fiercely toward Poyang City. His intention was to swallow up Poyang in name of fame, occupying the strategic routes, and establish his own domain. Come on, draw your sword. In a narrow path, the brave prevail. If you win, Lao Jiao can comfortably relax and develop. If you lose, at worst, you'll be a hero again after 18 years. He really didn't expect Xinjiang City to dare to mobilize their entire forces. Take the initiative. Previously, the scouts didn't promise to repay the report with absolute certainty. Are you saying the city lord is a cowardly and extremely timid old man? It seems these so-called intelligence and rumors from the feudal era. It's completely unreliable. We were supposed to play first. Now they are forced to defend the city. And on top of the wall, there weren't even enough weapons to smash people. So close. These Suzy aren't here to fight. This is clearly writing right on my sunny face. This warlord's military courage. Look at the boldness of his actions to unify the world. Damn, I'm sitting right up right next to your face. This is like putting a cannon right in my backyard. Who gave you the courage to be so bold? Jingru? Report to your majesty. The enemy camp was said to have 500,000 men. The actual number of battleable soldiers was only a little over 10,000. The rest were all refugees brought in by the force. The face is yellow and the muscles are thin. The ranks were scattered and disorderly. He couldn't even hold his weapon steadily, and I saw them cooking with my own eyes. The pot was filled with wild vegetables and corn porridge. That's not all. These were clearly a group of flowing cloud soldiers, starving and feeling overwhelmed. This is also called war. This is basically just begging for food, with their mediocre quality. Isn't that a one-sided massacre? It is inappropriate to use modern military dimensionality reduction to strike such an opponent. It's too bullying. Forget it, it's all gone. Go to bed early. Let's see what tricks the other side pulls tomorrow. Your Majesty has entered the city 4 times, and sent him to seek an audience outside the palace gate. Oh, you still understand? Ritual comes before military action. Come with me to meet him. These are the envoys from both countries. Don't hang up here later. You are the Great Luo Immortal Emperor who has proclaimed himself emperor. Licentious. I don't know what instructions the envoy has come today. No guidance. I have come today solely to persuade surrender. Suzy is arrogant and reckless. Today, I am a doctrinal fanatic. Envoy, have you had breakfast yet? What's going on with this Great Luo Immortal Emperor? Completely breaking the rules. Otherwise, I think you're pretty weak too. Let's eat first. Only after eating, well, did he have the strength to talk about persuading surrender. He wanted to use this little bit of food to erode the integrity of this envoy. Well, the spirit didn't hold up. First, it was braised pork and lion's head meatballs. Are you full? The envoy continued. The reason you came here just now. I have come today to persuade me to surrender 4 times into the city. Strong troops and strong horses. Now, with an army of 100,000, this battle was simply unbeatable. It's so insulting. Ours. I understand what you mean. You should return today. Tomorrow I will send envoys over. After negotiations, decide what to do. Ha 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 ha. The Great Luo Emperor really is spineless. A few harsh words were enough to scare him into sending envoys to seek peace. He defeated the Great Luo Immortal Dynasty. Haha, what a pity. In this backward era, he didn't know what it meant to be struck by lightning while showing off. Since Shurchin has come, it's already here. I can't expect you to go back empty-handed. There are also some extra box meals later. Take some back with you. Sure. Ha! Could old Zhao help me find someone who seems timid and submissive? Unable to say boo to a goose. But you have to be absolutely reliable. I'm a great use. Your Majesty, why must you abandon what is near to seek what is far? Isn't Fancy the perfect choice? Yeah, just call Fancy and forget it. He told him to go directly to the imperial study to wait for me. Old Ma, go prepare some metal roll speakers for me. Looking back is of great use. The junior general holds the command. Damn, Fancy, how did you get so fat? Your Majesty, I'll have braised pork every meal with you. Eat, sleep, sleep, eat. Unknowingly, I gained weight. It just so happens that I have an extremely difficult undercover mission. It's up to you to handle. Your Majesty, as you order. Above the mountain of knives, below the sea of fire. We never frown. No, it's not that exaggerated. Tomorrow, you represent the Great Luo Immortal Dynasty and deliver a truckload of boxed meals. For times advanced to the military camp. Remember, play dumb and act dumb the whole time. No matter what they ask. You always reply with just okay. Come back immediately after delivering the meal. Never wait a second longer. The humble official receives the imperial command. Who is coming? What is it pushing? Okay. You are the envoy representing the Luo to surrender. Okay. Did you ever bring your emperor's letter of surrender? Good. You fool. All you ever say is okay. Could it be that you are deliberately teasing me here? Then you won't be afraid of me anymore. You're afraid the emperor will calm down and kill him, dirtying your treasured sword. Better to let him go back, demonstrating the might of our army. Get lost. Ha. Qin officials were all so pathetic. What combat power could the Luo army have? If the young master hadn't stopped me from making a move. I've already taken down that bird king. Just those few with thin arms and legs beside him. I could spit out with a mouthful of saliva. Sigh. I really don't know what you're thinking, young master. And even dumping a whole truckload of boxed lunches on the table. Everyone, you've seen the disgrace of the Luo envoy. They must be a bunch of fools. That's right. That Luo emperor couldn't even send a proper envoy. Sure enough, they were a bunch of ants who just put their heads on the table, transmitting the original text to the spirits of the dead. 3 days later, they attack Poyang City. Those who enter the city gate first will be rewarded with 1 tael of silver. If one can kill the emperor alive, I reward you with 5 taels of silver. Kill. Sneeze. Damn, who's insulting me? What kind of noise is there being hidden weapons? Heaven is Galabert. This thing is in the underground black market of the 4th entrance. 10 pieces could be exchanged for 1 tael of silver. 10,000 units captured alive at 1,200 buildings. The emperor only had 5 taels. Good morning, Brother Wang. Brother Li, you're here early. Sigh. It really was the honesty of the ancients. Before the fight starts, you have to write a letter to notify you. Hey, I'm going to hit you. Please prepare to get beaten up. Forget it. Not using the modern approach. Bullying these honest people. There's really no sense of accomplishment. Welcome to the defense of Ronaldo. The enemy still had 1 day to reach the battlefield. Please be prepared. For the tribe. Forget it, it's boring. Our emperor has issued an edict to enter the enemy's main camp. The first 100 are rewarded with 10,000 tea sticks of power. Those who seize the flag capture the enemy alive. Those above the rank of Weizhong were rewarded with 300 stalks of power tea. How much silver would 10,000 roots exchange? Damn it, how dare you block my path? I'm charging at you. I just bumped into myself. He came while he was selling the mansion at his wife's house. All the flags opposite me are mine. Ah, King of Chu. Ah, Your Majesty. Since ancient times, 2 armies have met again. Shouldn't they have shouted to kill our soldiers? All the shouts are about charging. Get lost. Don't block me from grabbing the fake spot in the top 100. Get lost. Don't block me from surrendering at the city gate. Get 1,000 sticks for Iraq. You could call this a war. This was the enemy's Wang Mian. Are you blind? The national war, which should have been recorded in history, ended just like that. There were casualties, though. But all of them were people who fell from running too fast or were trampled. Who says a peerless heroine has no spring? In the face of absolute capital, even his aloof persona would be shattered. Shoot is crazy. Convert the exchange rate and do ground promotion. They even brought up the dimensionality reduction financial battle. Clearly, letting Ma Jin with 500 heavy cavalry charge could push the enemy through in one go. I actually used all the powerful weapons of capitalism. It's like using a nuclear bomb to blow up a few ants gnawing on tree bark. Destroy it. I want to be quiet. Our emperor is wise. It's settled down. Experienced so much. It's really tiring. Dear friends, From now on, all sorts of trivial matters. All were handled by the four major internal affairs. No one should trouble me further. I plan to take a good rest.